Good evening and welcome to the Full Moon Kickoff pregame show here for Louisiana Rouxgaroux. Keith,
are you going to howl like you did last week?
Man, I'm saving that one.
Oh, you're going to save that for later.
He's going to save it.
He's going to save it. Hey, everybody, thank y'all for joining us. I hope y'all are getting fired up and ready for some Rouxgaroux football tonight.
Amarillo by morning.
Oh, gosh. Matter of fact, can we sing on this broadcast?
No. It is equally frowned upon, regardless of which broadcast.
Yeah, okay. It's still monitored by YouTube.
I think wherever you're singing is inappropriate in general. I don't think that YouTube copyright restrictions have anything to do with that.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to sing on anything that goes out to the public.
Anyways, welcome to the Full Moon. That's not a very good house.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Full Moon Kickoff. I do want to take a moment to thank Hot Hitters and Bowman Grading and Asphalt for sponsoring this pregame show live here at the Brookshire's Grocery Arena Concourse A.
Concourse A, party time.
Well, that's fun. That's funny because I would like to thank Bombanu Bank.
Yeah, Bombanu Bank's pretty important.
Yeah, they're
one of the best banks in South Bossier. They have other branches too.
Shout out Lisa Hyde.
Yep. Lisa Hyde. If you want personal banking, go see Lisa Hyde at Bombanu Banking. I want to give a shout out to Red Rover.
Red Rover. Send your dog
Send
on
your
over.
dog right
That's
on.
right. Red Rover, send your dog on over.
We would like to welcome everybody coming into the Brookshire's Grocery Arena for this exciting game tonight against the Louisiana Rouxgaroux and the Amarillo Warbirds.
If you walk by us and you look over here at us, you have to howl.
You have to give us a howl.
There we go. We got one.
one.
Everybody else turned real quick. They're like, nope.
Every howl we get paid. So
He's looking at us. Give us a howl.
Give us a howl.
Got to give us a howl.
you got to do a howl.
He got to give a handshake.
He's shaking
dapped us up.
hands.
Tell you what, exciting day of football. It looks like it started at 2 o'clock. The home team and the visiting team had their pregame meals here in Bossier. I think one of them was
It doesn't work.
maybe at Buffalo Wild Wings, and the other one was right next door at Louisiana Bistro.
No, that was last night.
Last night.
Last night they did a welcome dinner for the Warbirds at the Louisiana Bistro, and then Buffalo Wild Wings sponsored the team meals today.
Nice.
I saw the what are they called? The
Warbirds.
The Warbirds were warming up to Beethoven a while ago. So I don't know if that's indicative of how they play or anything like that, but they were warming up to classical music.
Well, you know, the looked like a pretty even. Both teams were minus 125 for today's game, right?
Yeah, the odds were very similar. I wonder if the odds makers are like, we're taking the advantage on every bet no matter what.
Well, it's interesting. So this is a lot of talk about last week about Louisiana Rouxgaroux, this being a reboot season for them. They were Shreveport Rouxgaroux last year, different owners, different team, different coach. So this is kind of a new year for Louisiana Rouxgaroux. The Amarillo Warbirds, they're also brand new to the NAL this year. They're an expansion team of the NAL, so this is their first season.
Fresh transfer from Pop Warner League, I believe.
Matter of fact, didn't you say that they are the TJ Finley of arena football? They've been in 5 different arena leagues in the last 6 years.
They are the TJ Finley of arena football. So this is actually, fun fact, their second stop in the NAL. They were in NAL back in 2023.
Oh, so they've come back around.
And then they came back around, yeah.
Is it like soccer where you get relegated if you don't finish in the top 5? You get bounced down to the
Pop Warner?
I think it's just because they sucked, honestly. But.
Wow, Chris.
Well, now they're back. Maybe they're better. Looking at their roster here, they've got some D1 talent. I see Tennessee Tech. That's Tylen Shaw. He's their quarterback, 6'4", 237. Played a little Tennessee Tech football. You've got Dante Elridge from Friends University.
Friends?
I
saw that come up. Well, I didn't know if that actually said Friends or what. I didn't have my glasses on.
You know, Tennessee Tech, you know who's playing there right now? From Sobo.
Yep.
Chloe Larry. The
Larry.
silent assassin.
One of my favorite clips we've ever done is the Chloe Larry half-court shot in the 2023 state semifinals.
It's got to be in the Hall of Fame somewhere.
Oh.
It had to have gotten some votes to be in.
Matter of fact, we have people all the way from Amarillo coming to watch him play. We got one walking by right now, an Amarillo person.
Yeah,
he didn't howl at me, though.
Now, I think they do a different – the Warbirds have a different it's like it sounds like a Tweety bird, I think, or something.
Tweet, tweet, tweet.
You know, after last week's pregame and a lot of roster moves, probably a lot of people played last week.
Yep.
I mean, Rouxgaroux looked really good, but I think this week one got the roster set. We've got a roster. We've got looks like William Walters is probably the starting quarterback tonight. 6'2", 220 pounds, out of Columbia College. And my favorite so far through a preseason week, number 2, Denarius, D2. Antoine
from Thibodeau.
It's our DB, 6', 220 pounds, out of Southern Miss.
Thibodeau is a great
He
city
laid
in
some
Louisiana.
hits last week.
Well, I tell you, last week, some of Parkway's football players, my son and his friends, they were very impressed with number 50 last week.
Who's number 50?
Or maybe it was 15.
Maybe.
He was playing defense. They said he was just killing folks. So I don't know if the numbers changed.
Because we didn't have a roster last
Yeah, we
week.
didn't have a roster.
Yeah, it was a little
but,
more tough. And they've made some changes now, too. So
Yeah.
But there were several guys out there that were hitting folks hard. A lot of receivers making plays, falling into the stands and getting touchdown catches.
What about that play that happened in the first series, Shane? Rouxgaroux player jumps to get the touchdown pass, and he falls into the stadium. Little kids are holding him, and he had 2 toes in the field of play, so it counted. So it counted as a touchdown.
And we learned during that he got blurred. Don't know what that
The kid
means.
got blurred.
We don't know what it means, but
Some kid told me he got blurred when that happened.
Somebody
the
told
kids-
us that means he got somebody
That's
got
right, he got
mossed.
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 Yes.
That's the new lingo.
Well, I will tell you guys, so I don't know if anybody had an opportunity to watch the coaches show this week, but we had Coach Cam on.
Coach Cam.
And Coach Cam told us, he said, be ready for tonight because it's going to be some hard hitting. These players have a chip on their shoulder, and they're ready to lay some players out.
Keith, did you watch the coach show?
No, I didn't get a chance to watch the coaches show. Y'all didn't invite me to that.
I watched it. No, you were out of town. That's why you weren't at the coach.
Okay. I thought maybe I'd already
But
been
it is
fired.
available on YouTube, Facebook. It's everywhere. You can watch
Where
it.
do I give feedback about that show?
Right here. You get it right here.
Well,
Unless it has to do with the
it was
audio.
very dark.
It was.
It needed better lighting.
Were you there?
Coach's show.
So-
No, I wasn't there. I
Long
just
those
story,
two?
look,
So
long story short, we spent a long time looking for that light switch, and we couldn't find the light switch. That's the God's honest truth.
we looked all over
we just
for
did
it.
it in the dark
There
because
was
we couldn't
4
find
can
it.
lights, and I was like, I'll edit and post. We'll turn it up, and so yeah, that was really tough.
I did.
Yeah.
I did enjoy the coach's show. Like I said, 80%. It was 80% right.
Hey, Chris, there's some
80%.
woman checking you out over there.
Isn't she so pretty?
That must have been my percentage.
Come here.
Hey, real quick, Wes, you introduced her, but you didn't introduce us.
I didn't introduce anybody.
Well, you introduced all of our sponsors. Why not us?
I introduced literally one sponsor.
Oh, okay. One sponsor.
Do you want to introduce yourself, Keith Sutton?
By the way, I'm Keith Sutton.
Y'all just ran off our only 2 listeners that weren't family.
And
Like, we had listeners here, and y'all ran them off. Now we just have family.
Oh, it's all good.
They're coming in still.
well,
They got to get their ticket scanned in.
in my head, I'm the fan favorite. Just want y'all to know that.
In your head.
That is a
In my
fact.
head.
That is a fact, and nobody
Southern
else.
Home Builders is in the house.
Nobody.
Shout out to Southern Home Builders. I was just trying to get us another sponsor.
Yeah, I see
yeah.
that.
I didn't see him.
I see Mary over there. We could use more sponsors.
There we go.
Yeah, I've noticed since we told people they have to howl if they look at us, they quit coming around the whole,
I think
whole
that
thing
is.
together.
I think that is what it is. I think we started telling people you got to interact with them.
Yeah,
They're
so
like,
they're
we don't like
well,
those guys.
I'm not coming anywhere near those
Hey,
guys.
let's now that we have a roster this week, shout out. We've got a few locals.
Yeah,
on
I
the
saw
team.
it.
Several
Mary?
locals.
We talked earlier about D2 Denarius being from Thibodeau, but it looks like we've got University of Louisiana Monroe, Mr.
Did you bring?
Brought my glasses.
Did you forget your
I
glasses?
forgot my glasses.
And this is what happens when you let a
Jamarcia.
50-year-old read without his
Poulon,
glasses.
wide receiver, 5'10", 175 pounds, out of the University of Louisiana Monroe. Then we got a Centenary College player.
Yes, defensive lineman Jeter.
I'm glad you said that. Jeter, defensive lineman, 6'2", 220 pounds.
Speaking of local players, so Amarillo's got several guys, 5 guys from a school I never heard of. What school is NA?
That's the same school I went to.
Yeah.
That usually means they didn't make it past 8th
They
grade.
must be really good.
I got a degree from NA also.
Yeah.
What about we got a Grambling State University player, Dominique Pugh, DB, 5'11", 175 out of Grambling State. Several local players on the roster.
I'll tell you what, I'm very excited to see everybody. You know, Coach Cam was telling us last night or Thursday night that they've got the roster set. The preseason game, everyone was kind of trying out, but now it's time to execute. And they want to win by 100, essentially. So it should be pretty exciting.
Well, you know, last week, whenever we were taking everything out to the car, a couple of the players came out. They were disappointed.
Yeah, they were disappointed.
In the 60-point performance they put up last week. And so I think they're going to come out with a little more chip on their shoulder this week.
They were playing the Washington Generals. Let's be real.
Yep.
The Harlem Globetrotters take the Washington Generals with them everywhere. And the Phantoms are the Washington Generals.
Have the Washington Generals ever beat the Globetrotters?
No.
Never?
Well, and so Coach Cam was also telling us that this defense for Louisiana Rouxgaroux is the real deal. This is probably one of the best defenses in the NAL. He went as far to say he'd be surprised if a team scores more than 30. I think.
Wow.
I think that's maybe a little biased. But.
He also said it's very frustrating at practice because they're practicing their first-string offense against their first-string defense. Their defense is very good, and he said, you know, it's tough to get those reps in for the wide receivers and running back against what they think is one of the top defenses in the league.
I think they had at least 5 turnovers last week and like 4 in the first half. It seemed like they were.
Well, they were getting incredible reads on the quarterback.
Yeah.
Like they saw, like, okay, that's where the ball's going to go, and they just jumped in front and got the pick.
Yeah. So it's
shout out Fred Lucky.
People love getting their name called out as they come in. They're like, oh, my gosh, I'm going to have to hide behind a column when I come in so people don't call me out by name.
I figured I would just start. You know, that's what we do on Facebook when we do a
it
game.
is.
We
It
just
is.
do
But
whoever's
this
in
is
the
like
comments.
seeing people in person.
So when you come and join us on Facebook, we call you. Like now we just do it in person.
Yeah, whoever we
Chris,
see walking by.
breaking news, Optimal Mayo, so great username on YouTube. Optimal Mayo says, hey, the Generals beat the Globetrotters in 1971.
All right.
Nice.
Someone on the
There we
internet said it, so it
go.
must be true.
Must be true. So
Well,
they
thank
won
you,
one back.
Optimal Mayo.
Could you imagine being on the
55 years
Globetrotters and losing to the Generals?
Hey, somebody had some money on that game if that happened. You know, talking about the defense and how the coach said and the coaches showed how good the defense is going to be, you know, that's in the arena football, people score a lot.
Yes.
So if our defense can hold these teams to, 35, 40 points, and we can put 60 or 70 up, that is a good foreshadowing of things to come if our defense is really as good as they're talking about.
You know, last week when Chris was telling us about the rules of the game, he was saying, hey, they're going to put up 50, 60, 70 points. At halftime, we had 19. I was like, Chris, you're way off.
Yeah.
We scored 41 in the second half. They ended up scoring 60.
No, Coach Blair was working through the kinks, making sure he had the right personnel
Well,
in,
like you
and
said, they were
finished
playing
very
a lot
strong.
of people to see if they were going to make the team. So we should see a little bit more consistency tonight.
Well, and to mention to people who didn't watch the game last week or don't know about arena football rules, the high motion receiver is a lot of why you get these high scoring points. You know, receiver can get a 10-yard head start running. When they get to the defensive backs, they're at full speed, and the defensive backs having to catch up. So it makes it easier for the receiver to break that coverage and score some points.
And speaking of, another advantage that offenses have in arena football that we haven't talked about yet, you have 2 defensive backs. Only one can blitz.
Yes.
The other one must stay behind the line of scrimmage and go into coverage. So they can maybe try to jam somebody up, but the quarterback is relatively protected. If his line's doing a good job, he's got time.
Yeah. And something else we talked to on the coaches show this week is because of high motion receiver, you would think that it would lend itself to quick to a lot of pass plays, but they do try to stay balanced with the run game and try to open up the run game by utilizing the high motion receiver and really trying to catch and keep that defense on its toes.
Yeah. Last week they ran the ball a lot more than I was expecting.
Yeah, I had no idea. I had no idea they were going to run the ball.
I didn't think they had running backs
but
in
it
arena
makes
football.
sense. It makes sense if the coverage backs up a little bit to try and jam up a pass. Run the ball.
Yeah.
Does anybody out there who's walking by listening, like the man with the football in his hand, how many points y'all think we're going to score tonight?
He said not enough to stay in
Yeah,
the
he
room.
said, see ya. He did a 4.240 to the bathroom or something. He was like gone. So if you're listening to us, tell us on there how many points you think we'll score tonight.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I like 60. That's my number. So I'm going to go with that again.
Okay.
I think we're going to score 80.
Now, some things that I hope we've improved from our preseason game. Extra points. That was a.
Did y'all
struggled on
ask that question the other night?
We struggled in the first half on those. We did a better job.
Did better in
second.
the second half, but the drop kicks were definitely an area where we could improve.
But in a drop kick, correct me if I'm wrong, a drop kick's worth 2 points.
Yeah,
It's worth 2
it's worth
points.
more points.
So
but,
that's
and
why-
it seems way harder. Like unless you're Doug Flutie, a drop kick is not. I don't want to do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So
And you got to think with the limited roster, you got to think they got 25 guys. How much space do you want to waste on somebody who's good at kicking?
I was fixing to say, I don't
This
even
is somebody
see,
who fills in.
We don't even have a kicker listed.
their
Yeah.
wide receiver is a kicker.
Okay.
Is the kicker.
Oh, yeah. Thomas
Kadera
I can't read.
Yep.
Yeah.
from
Also,
William Penn.
can catch the ball
And I
and run
probably
around.
will not tell him face to face that he did not do very well at kicking last week.
No, he works out
Chris Smith.
Yeah.
much more than you.
So
You scared? You scared? Say you scared.
I'm not scared. I just don't like to cry in front of people.
I understand that.
That's fair.
That's fair. Something else that a little nugget from the coaches show this week that I thought was interesting. Coach Cam was telling us about how these players, this is the team that we have today. This may not be the team we have next week, and it most definitely won't be the team we have at the last week of the game because these players are constantly going to be getting pulled, going to other leagues.
Wow.
They'll have new players coming in that they pull. So that's another weird thing about NAL is the team's constantly changing and evolving.
Which makes it hard for you to have any continuity when that happens. Is
Yeah.
when you're constantly
That's a big
changing
word.
players. I know.
Continuity.
Believe me, I thought about it long before I said it. Am I going to get this right or not? So
And then, something else that you might find interesting. Last week we had a wide receiver who caught 5 touchdowns.
really,
You want to know what's impressive about those 5 touchdowns?
what's that?
That game was on Saturday. He joined the team on Thursday.
That's
Wow.
right. Caleb. What was his last name's on that paper
McAway.
somewhere? Yep.
Yeah. So he joined the team
Flew in on Thursday, got keyed up with the offensive scheme, and said, "Just throw the ball."
We know
at
he's a
me."
big wide receiver. We have another wide receiver as well. That's 6'7", 250 pounds out of Texas Tech.
6'7".
So you got
How 6'7" what?
Caleb is 6'3", 185 pounds out of Oklahoma Panhandle State. And
Great
then
school. Go Oklahoma Panhandle State.
Quentin Williams, 6'7", 250 pounds.
What is their mascot?
I've got to look that up right now because I was.
But they're the Tornadoes.
I mean, that's a safe guess in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
And by the way, I hope I'm right. I'm fixing to tell the merchandise lady told me something last week, and I hope I'm right about this. Every week's going to be a different T-shirt that you can buy at the game.
So that means you got to come every week.
Yeah, you got to come every week.
All 7 home
games if you want and get a different T-shirt every week.
They don't have a cool mascot. It's the Aggie.
The Aggie.
The Aggie.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Isn't that like Texas A&M's mascot?
Yeah, I guess they're another agricultural school from.
They just couldn't get creative.
Nope.
So they just said,
I take back everything good I said about Oklahoma Panhandle
What's up,
State.
little man? You know how to howl? Can you howl like a werewolf?
Give us a howl.
Come
There
on,
it
there
is.
we go. What about you? There we
That's
go.
pretty
That's
good.
what I'm talking
10
about.
out of 10. Great howl.
Oh, I see somebody else wants to howl. She's looking over here.
Come on,
She's looking.
give us your
Let's hear
best
it.
howl.
Let's
Best
hear it.
howl.
Come on.
Come on.
She said, nope.
They're walking as far
No
away as they
howl.
can. They don't want to make eye contact. They don't want to be close.
Nope. They're like, we are not looking
He
y'all's
went
direction.
around the pillar.
He
He
did.
said, I don't care about that
He
red
said,
line.
I
Yeah.
cannot get away from these guys fast enough.
Yeah, he went around the pillar and was like, I'm not making eye contact.
So Chris said 60 points. Wes said 70. How many are we
I
going to
said
give
80.
up? 80.
80.
You've lost your mind.
I'm
60.
gonna say
He likes that number 80%.
52.
As long as things are 80% good,
Yeah.
he's good with
He's
it.
good
fine.
with it, yeah.
you're right. 52.
I don't like that answer at
I
all.
don't like that answer at all.
That doesn't
but-
seem. We could find someone else to sit in that seat, I guess. It's
Yeah.
a little more motivated.
58 to 42.
58.
We got to write these
42.
down. Hold on.
So Shane,
Okay.
All right,
All right.
now, and so 42 for the Warbirds. Where are you going for Warbirds?
52. Did I say 52 for the other? Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. 52-50. 52-50.
I don't like that.
2-point game.
It's
going to be exciting.
I'm going with my boy Coach Cam. I'm saying they're not scoring past 30, so I'll put it at 29.
50.
29.
And this is like the Price is Right, so I'm going to say $1.
You didn't say we couldn't go over.
Yeah, well, if you go over, you lose. So
Wow.
It's going to be 80-1. I'm calling it right now.
80 to
That's the
1.
final
80 to
score.
1.
Hey, if they win 80-1, I'll buy dinner for you next week.
How do you get just 1 point?
You would kick a field goal, or not a field goal, in a kickoff. You kick it into the
So opening kickoff or opening of the half.
on a
they're gonna
kickoff
kick it
into
through
the uprights. You get 1 point.
And that's going to be their only score.
We
I
almost
think
had
that's
that
right.
on the opening kickoff.
Yeah, I
last
forget
week.
what
That
it's
was the
called.
only one that was pretty close.
That may not be 100%. That may be 2.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I'm going to need a rules analyst to fact check that for me because I'm not
We'll pull up
100%.
ChatGPT later and see if that score possible. All right, I'm going to say 80-2 then.
We are at the point in the
80 to
show
2.
where we're
Change
just
that.
making things up.
We just make things up, waiting for people to come over here and interact with us.
Yep.
So as people are filing
I see
into the
some
Brookshire's
big-time
Grocery
Rougarou
Arena,
fans coming in. I see they already got their Rougarou gear on.
they already got their gear on.
You know, last week, speaking of Rougarou gear, they had a lot of stuff sold last week when they came over and talked to us during
Yeah, they
the
got
middle
some
of the game.
great merch. They got the
Yeah.
claw. They got the hoodies.
I believe we're
They
the-
got
chains.
swords
They
got some
this year.
swords,
They got
maybe?
some
they got swords this week.
All right, at halftime,
We have a sword fight.
you stepped right in.
Oh, it did have swords.
Oh, it
Look at that.
lights up.
Thanks for buying that for me, Eric. I appreciate that.
Wow. Eric just stole something and brought it over here to us. He's like, I'm taking that. So you get a light up sword.
So if you come to a Rougarou game, you have to, one, get here early so you can catch the full moon kickoff show. Then you have to get here early so you can buy merchandise.
Because they will run out of swords.
They
for
will
sure.
run out of
Oh,
swords.
yeah, they're definitely running out of swords tonight. There's no doubt about it. I see
All
all
right.
these people getting in line right now. They're buying a sword.
Give us your best howl.
Let's hear your best howl.
You got to do a howl. Howl.
Like a werewolf. There we go. There we go.
That was good.
There we go.
That was a good howl.
Who's next? Here we go. She's ready to
Oh,
give a howl. She's ready to give. Let's hear your best howl.
Best howl.
Is that ice? Oh, that's peanuts.
No howl for you.
No howl. There was no howl.
No howl.
I have a serious question.
All right,
Okay.
what's your question?
I see a lot of
These two
Denver-
kids right here want to howl. Look at them. They've come by several times. Let's hear
Give
your
it-
best howl. Come on. There you go.
There we go.
Did you get your howl? Can I ask my serious question?
let's hear your
ask your
serious
serious
question.
I've seen a lot of Denver Broncos jerseys.
Yeah, well, that's their, Amarillo is a little further to the west than us. So
Yeah,
we got some
they're-
AFC West fans over
No,
here.
but one of our players had a Denver Broncos hat on under his
Well, you know,
helmet last year.
the Denver Broncos do have the greatest coach in NFL right now, so.
Former Saint, great.
Yeah. New Orleans Saints Hall of Famer.
Oh, that guy that won one world championship?
Hey, Aaron Brooks is in the Saints Hall of Fame. Let's don't talk about how great the Saints Hall of Fame is, because I mean you do have Aaron Brooks in there. So
Aaron Brooks
Also,
was the
but they
greatest
did have the
quarterback.
best bounty
in-
program probably in the history of the NFL.
Yes, they did do a good bounty gate.
I thought that was, pretty good until it's all fair the
And
first
Brett
time.
Favre and Sean Payton are pretty good buddies.
Yeah.
And now Keith has his glasses, so
have
he
my
can
glasses.
read now.
So now I can read the roster. Shane, you want my wife's glasses?
No,
I think you ought to wear those, Shane.
I'm
They're
I
sorry.
think they'd be
stylish.
very, very fashionable.
Oh, I can actually read these players' names
Denise
now.
Sam is waiting for you somewhere.
Does anything
Right
pop
here.
out to you as particularly important, Keith, now that you can see?
Now that you can see.
He still has the old man stance, though, even with the glasses. He's like, all right, let me dive right into this.
Let me dive right into this. Check it out.
How y'all doing? Give us your best howl.
Let's see your best howl. There we
Yeah,
go.
very good.
That was a good one.
There we go.
I wasn't even ready for the one out of the left.
It legitimately came out of left field.
Player to watch, Keith.
Speaking of
who are you
left
watching
field,
for?
guess where Keith and I are going to be next weekend?
Where are you going to be next weekend?
Watching the Savannah Bananas in New Orleans.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Apparently, Keith's about to buy a
He's about to-
shed.
Obviously, I'm fixing to buy a shed. My wife's showing me
She
something
needs
for a
more
bed.
room for
Give us
plants.
your best
Let's hear
howl.
your best howl.
Give us a howl.
Let me see football.
This is a full moon pregame show. We need a good howl.
There we go.
That's
pretty good.
What about you, man? Can you do it? Let's hear yours. There we
Very
go.
good.
There we go. Y'all got to be able to
A
do that
plus.
during the game.
Got to be able to howl
There's
during the
going to be,
game.
they do the howl for touchdowns. So
Yeah.
we're going to have to do that mathematically at least 12 times according to the score
Hey,
I predicted.
last week, Wes only gave us like 3 minutes on this pregame show. Now we're
Now we're just,
killing it.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
We've got
I mean-
3 minutes left.
3 minutes left.
Ish.
Yeah.
At 6:42. You know,
we get-
kickoff 7:05. Got to give me a few minutes.
I see a young
here,
lady
right?
over there. She's checking us out. I think she wants to give us a howl too. She ran away when I said that.
she ran away.
Yeah.
Well, Keith was pointing at her. Made me and her both off.
She thought she was in trouble right when she walked through the door. So, my player of the game, I like I said, Denarius D2. I think he's everybody's fan favorite because he really had a good game last week. Chase Baker, the center, been around
Yes.
for a while. He is a veteran of this league, somebody to watch. He is kind of the guy who runs things on the offense, kind
Yeah.
of keeps it going. So watch
Great
number
hair.
69, Chase.
He does have great
does
hair.
Just want to
have
point
great
that
hair.
out.
does
If
have
you haven't
great hair.
seen
So-
Chase's hair for a football player, he's got Troy Polamalu level.
Can you say
locks.
that 3 times fast?
Troy Polamalu, Troy Polamalu, Troy Polamalu.
Okay, there you
I
go.
can't even say it one time.
That's pretty good. I used up all of my
That
brain
was it.
power to
That was
get
it right
we're
there.
done. And just a line and a massive crowd of fans waiting to get in. The security check must be very thorough.
It is very thorough.
I think there's probably 400,000 people here tonight.
And for everybody
least.
in the concourse, put your AirPods in during the game. Go onto YouTube, search Sobo Live, and listen to us. You can. It's like
This
Give us your best
We got some howlers.
Let me
Howl.
hear your howl.
It's the full
You have to
moon
howl
show.
when there's a touchdown, so we got to
Come
hear
on, give
the
it to
practice
us.
howl.
There you go. Good
You
job.
What about
He
you?
can do it better. I want to hear a good howl.
Let me hear yours.
He said, nope. Get it out of here.
What about you?
She said, nope.
she said no.
She also
Too
said,
embarrassing.
don't look at me.
She's also like very cringed out by her father.
Yes. And she's like, I'm not even going
Is
to
there
say that's
any
my
more
dad.
traditional fatherly role than cringing your children?
Oh,
No.
no.
I don't
You're
think so.
supposed to embarrass your daughters.
You are. That is definitely part of it. So
Reed Hobdy says, y'all rock.
we do.
He's watching on Facebook.
Thank you, Reed. Thanks for.
We'll pay you later, Reed. Thank you for that.
Hold on, hit the button.
That cost us $80, 20 from each of us.
Which, by the way, if you are in the concourse, real quick before I forget, there is a silent auction going on. If you're facing the field to the left, they got a
Or
lot
you
of
can just
cool
point.
items.
It's that
So
way.
it's that way.
Yep, there's sign auction over there. Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, they have a lot of cool stuff.
I believe
Ooh,
Shane and
somebody
Keith-
bought the sword.
And look,
Yep.
just write Keith Sutton's name down
Yeah.
if you can't write.
Yep,
Yeah.
put it on that
For
Shaq
free.
jersey.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I was
Bid it
asking if with the Shaq jersey, could we?
Shaq jersey?
Yeah,
There is
there's
a Shaq jersey, yeah.
Uh-oh, Shane.
Could we frame it and make? Chris said no.
Could who frame it?
Riz Relics.
Riz Relics.
Riz Relics.
Relics did a nice flag this week.
Yes, they did.
Is Riz? Oh my goodness.
What are we? Oh my
I see.
goodness!
I see one of a Bossier City fireman walking in.
A lot more people are starting to show up. There's getting a lot more
Yep.
people
Two of
coming
them.
in.
Two
Jesus.
Walking
Shelton
very
is in the
quickly.
house.
He's walking very
He's
quickly.
like, I'm not even going to
Shelton.
pretend like I know him. He's like, oh
Yeah.
yeah. Hey, he's got a horn. Hey man, let me hear you blow that horn.
Blow your horn.
Let me hear y'all blow your horn.
Here, come here. Put it on the mic.
Blow it. There we go. Get them fired up. Get them fired up. Yeah.
I like it.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
That's incredible.
Jocko, give us your best howl.
Jocko, we need a full moon howl.
That kind of sounded like my stomach a little bit earlier. Jocko said nope.
Nope.
Jocko
See you
said,
later.
I'm out.
Hey, if you're going to buy something from the souvenir stand, you got to give us a howl before you get in the line. She said no.
She said
Let's hear it.
no.
She didn't even look at it. She said, nope.
This has gone from a pregame show to a harass people standing in line show.
It's called fan
I
interaction.
think our 3 minutes is up, producer.
The full moon kickoff
But
of
real-
fan
real-
harassment.
Is this man right here, you want to howl for us?
We need a full moon howl.
Come stand right here and give us a full moon howl. Stand and look at the camera and howl for us.
Right
turn
there.
around.
Turn
Turn
around.
around. Give us a loud howl. There we go.
Nice.
That was awesome.
All right, Chris, real quick before we. Oh, we got to. Oh, there's our
this is-
fan. Last week he had his claw. He's back.
Now
He's
got the
back
claw
again.
and
Come
the
on.
sword.
Come on.
He's like, Mom, I don't know about this.
No, I was fired up last week, but I'm not
like, I'm
fired
not
up this week. Jesse just walked in the door.
Jesse.
Speaking of Bonvenue Bank, Jesse from Bonvenue Bank just walked through the door.
Jesse the Body Ventura.
That's
what I
right.
thought y'all were
Jesse.
talking about.
Let's hear the howl, Jesse. Jesse is a top-of-the-line howler. Let's hear it. There we go, Jesse. That's
Very
what I'm
good.
talking about. We even have a
Check
Brookshire
to the howl.
fireman who came over who wants to howl. Look at her. She stuck over here. She wanted to give a howl, and now she's walking away.
Here's our man.
here's
There's our
man.
man. This is our #1 fan right here.
Come on, buddy.
Last week,
Last week he
helped us out.
He showed us our claw last week. This week he's got a sword.
Look at
Come
the
on.
camera.
Come
Look right
give me.
there.
Come give me a fist bump. That's
There
what
you
I'm
go.
talking about, buddy. #1 fan right there.
All right, look at the camera.
Look at
right
the
behind you
camera
at
and
the
give us a
TV.
howl.
Give us a big howl. Do your best.
Oh! There we go.
It's like,
I love that hat, by the way.
all right.
He's like, Mom.
I see somebody else
you
who wants
made
to give
me
us a
do
howl.
this.
Hey, Megan, how you doing? Come on, who wants to give us a howl? No,
He's out.
come stand right here and
we
give
got-
us your
we got
best
another
howl.
one.
Let me hear it. There we
There
go.
we go.
That's good stuff right
That's
there,
good
Mr.
stuff.
Producer. How much time we got?
We have 1 minute to tell everybody how they can listen to
Yes.
the live reaction
Yeah,
show.
so if you're in the concourse, put your AirPods in. Go to YouTube, Facebook, Sobo Live. Listen to us while you watch the game.
It's like watching with your 3 most annoying friends.
And that is the truth. I think
like-
y'all are talking about y'all 3, not me, right?
Well, I was
think-
going to leave it up to your imagination. So
Okay.
everybody thinks they're right.
One of us is really nice, the other 3 are very annoying. You pick.
So big shout out to Bonvenue Bank,
Yes.
Bowman's Grading and Asphalt, Red Rover, Hot Hitters, 318 Real Estate. We left that one out at the beginning of the show. And
Saving the best for last.
and Lionheart Moving for all their support to make the Full Moon Kickoff Show and the reaction show a success. So
We'll be back in 15 minutes for kickoff.